leader should deprive a state government in Nigeria of collecting their monthly allocations as stipulated in the constitution and expect the governor of that state not to react. We believe that it is not appropriate for the federal government of Nigeria to stop the monthly allocation of any state in the country, no matter the offense committed by the state government in question. It is better to pay the state government its allocation as the Constitution of Nigeria demands. If the federal government is having issues with the state government, then such matters should be resolved in the court of law. The federal government cannot stop the allocation of any state because of a minor issue. If you stop the allocation, how do you want the state to survive? In our opinion, it is not proper that the federal government of Nigeria should punish the state by withholding its monthly allocation. Hence, we are appealing to the federal government of Nigeria under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu to resolve this issue with the said state government so that peace can reign. Controversy surrounds Ghana president's statue unveiling. Ghana's president Nana Akufo-Addo has sparked controversy after unveiling a statue of himself. The monument, intended to honor his achievements, has been met with criticism and ridicule. Many Ghanaians view the statue as self-serving, particularly since key projects remain unfinished. Others see it as a fitting tribute to the president's contributions. Akufo-Addo's presidency has been marked by notable accomplishments but also criticism. As he prepares to leave office, his legacy remains a subject of debate. The statue has become a symbol of the divided opinions on Akufo-Addo's presidency. While some praise his efforts, others question the timing and significance of the monument. The BRICS currency is mainly going to be used by BRICS nations for international trade transactions instead of the US-dominated dollar. All member countries of BRICS will still retain their country's currency for local transactions but shall use the BRICS currency mostly for international trade transactions when it is fully operational. This is based on our findings. In our opinion, it is certainly going to boost the economies of all member nations of the BRICS because they are going to be selling their natural resources on a currency that is far higher than the US dollar-dominated currency that is being used for all transactions across the world. This again has given the United States of America the privilege to control the finances of most countries in the world, if not all. Again, when the BRICS currency is fully operational, it is certainly going to replace the US dollar. Though the US dollar shall continue to be used worldwide, at least another powerful currency like the BRICS currency would be used by all member countries of BRICS to sell their natural resources, which would in the end allow them to earn good money. This is great and highly commendable. Thank you so much, President Putin of Russia, for being there for the less privileged countries in the world, who have been pushed to the wall by the West. Leaders of some less privileged countries in the world would have still been alive today if President Putin was in power when they were leading their various countries. Men like Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, and others would not have been eliminated. Their alleged offenses were looking out for the interests of their people, which some world powers did not consider appropriate because they believe that it would hurt their economic interests. Meaning that nobody should interfere as they are looting the natural resources of those countries because they are in control of everything. Even when it is not favorably to the owners of the natural resources, they should not speak but be quiet, which is so sad. The West created a system of government and named it democracy, which they imposed on the people, but in the actual sense of it, true democracy is not being practiced. If true democracy existed, the West and the United States would not have been fighting wars and, at the same time, using tricks to exploit the less privileged countries of the world, thereby putting them into abject poverty. So the West and the United States should allow the third world countries to choose which system is best for them. Look at Burkina Faso today. Since the military leader of that country took over power from the corrupt democratic leader, the country has recorded great achievements. The military leader is working for the progress and development of the people of his country, which the West did not like. Based on this, about 18 different assassination attempts have been made on his life, which is so sad. Thanks to President Putin of Russia, who said that as long as he remains in power, nothing will happen to the military leader of Burkina Faso. If not, by now the man would have been history. This is exactly how Thomas Sankara was eliminated. Again, we believe that, with time, some third world countries would develop real capabilities to defend themselves, which would enable them to stand shoulder to shoulder with other world powers. We are again thanking President Putin of Russia for his assistance to the less privileged countries in the world. The government of Nigeria should stop taking advice from the World Bank because it is hurting the growth of the economy of Nigeria so badly. The World Bank advising the leadership of Nigeria to continue on the current reform policy is not doing the country any good. Hence we are calling on the federal government of Nigeria to stop taking advice from the World Bank. Again, for Nigeria to get out of the economic hardship that the country is facing at the moment, the government of Nigeria should invest heavily in agriculture. There are lots of empty land across Nigeria where such investment can be made. Such investment should be on growing the most lucrative crops for exports and for internal consumption too. Insecurity across Nigeria should be eradicated completely or reduced to the lowest level. The government should give loans to businesses, especially to the small businesses across the country. Also, the Nigerian government should invest heavily in education, which is very important, and doing some of these things we mentioned here could help the government of Nigeria from getting out of the current economic hardship that is biting Nigerians severely. If you want more in-depth analysis on politics and good governance, subscribe to Viewers Corner News and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thank you for listening.